It looks like I can get chats now because it says welcome to live chat. And I didn't see that before. I'm back. I'm back. So you can join. Okay. While you do that, I'm going to take a sip of watermelon hint. Watermelon hint. Water. I'm trying to get my voice back. Definitely trying to get my voice back. And if anybody's out there, text me so I know this is coming through. I'd appreciate that. Oh, the pollen is still in the air. My goodness. Yay! Wanda Williams, how are you? Howdy, Jeff. Thank you, Wanda. You're there. So people can now chat. Thank you so much. I appreciate that. It makes it so much better. There. I see you. I see you. No, I don't see you too. I was going to say I see you too, but I don't. And I could smell all the steak and hamburgers coming from Golden Corral. They've gotten really expensive. My God, Miss Marie. For some reason, she likes the place, so we went there, and it ran us $40 for two people at Golden Corral. Remember when they were $6.99? What happened? What the heck is going on? William Smith. Hello, Jeff. How are you? I'm doing better if I get my voice back. John Esper. Good afternoon from Columbus, Ohio. Buddy Wilkinson. Hello. How are you? Bobby Joyce. I think everyone left. Yeah, I think you did. Well, I wanted to be able to get the chat, and I wasn't getting the chat. Got half mouth goods in from Bargain Bar. So you got some. Dana got some. Yeah, they got some good stuff there. Good stuff there. I always go there. I stock up. And when we get the new place, I'm planning on having a much larger pantry. So I'll be going there to fill it up. Oh, I'm prepared for that zombie apocalypse. Hi, Carla Vision. How are you? Good afternoon to you too. One says I just left there and the traffic was very. Oh, you were there. You were at Bargain Barn. Very good. Or Golden Corral, or maybe both. Could be. You never know. You never know. You know. John Esper, I called price gouging and inflation. Rental properties are going. Oh yeah, I know. I did read a bunch of articles on that. Man, they're going up as much as 30% in many, many, many places. It's excuse me. It's not unusual, and there's um, California just enacted a law that, and I think this is kind of crazy, that if you live in an apartment complex of five or more homes or families, if you don't like the rent, you can petition to have the rent lowered. Now, that may sound good to you, but you've got to remember these landlords have paid exorbitant amounts of money for these rental homes, and they've got a mortgage to pay. And I'm talking in the millions. It's not chump change, and they got to pay their bills too. And inflation, I didn't vote for them. All right, guys, I didn't vote for them. It's like I said, your stimulus check is gone now. In between gas and groceries and everything else, you blew it already. It's gone. So you thought you pulled ahead, but you didn't. Two steps forward, one step back. Dana, we go wood grill before 3 p.m. But one half. Oh yeah, that's right. It's like the senior special. Get half off, so you save some money that way. You got to go. I mean, in this day and age, you got to find where the bargains are. That's why I always recommend you go to Sakura. Great food, great selection. If you don't like Chinese food, you always go to the Hibachi Grill and get chicken on the grill, beef on the grill. If you want vegetables, fine. If you don't want vegetables, don't put vegetables. Just have them cook up the meat. That's how Miss Marie likes it. I'll cook up chicken and beef, and she likes a certain sauce, so he adds the garlic soy sauce. You don't have to. You could just say nothing. You can even have an egg put on it. He'll ask you, "Do you want an egg on it?" Put an egg on it. I mean, there's no additional charge for that. So you can get a good meal, chicken or beef or both, and pork, and you eat really good for $10. You can't go anywhere in this tourist area and get a meal for $10. I don't care what it is. You can't get a meal for $10. I got to turn on that AC. It is getting warmage. You and Pigeon Forge won for 3 days. Yeah, it's crazy up here. Yeah, John, it did. 70, 85 in Ohio. Yeah, it's been warm here. We're supposed to get some rain. We're definitely supposed to get some rain towards the end of the week. Next weekend is Bloom Barbecue Festival with music. It's free and fun. Check it. Where's that going to be? Fed Up. I like your name, Fed Up. You're new to me. Fed Up. Where's that going to be? Fed Up. I like that. I like that. Yeah, there's still staff shortages, John. What is everybody survive? I don't. I ask that all the time. How are people getting by that aren't working? Are they collecting welfare? Well, they have to be collecting something somewhere, or they're out robbing people. There's only two alternatives. Either you're getting the government help, you're robbing the government, or you're robbing people. And I think that's an absolute shame. It's not for lack of jobs. There are plenty of jobs. If you want to work in this town, you can go to any store, any restaurant, any fast food place, any attraction, anywhere, and they'll hire you. But granted, you're not going to make what the wacko left wants. They want $50 an hour. Well, cupcake. You got to come back to reality. The only people that make that kind of money are professionals, people with degrees. If you don't have a degree, you're not going to get degreed money. All right. I know you want that. I know you want to get high and have blue hair, but you can't. You can't. Okay? Wake up, cupcake. Oh, God. It's cheaper than over 65. That's me. That's me. I fit in. I fit in. Sometimes I get a local discount, too. Usually when they see my debit card, they go, "Oh, you're local." Yeah, yeah, I'm local. Oh, you get an extra % off. That's very small. Carla said too. It goes up and down, Carla. It just happens. Just don't worry about it. Don't worry. No, no, no. It goes up. It goes down. I get it all the time. I get people subscribe, and by the end of the night, they're gone again. And I have, from what I could tell, I got two bozos, and it happens. I'll go up two, down two, up two, down, and they're the bozos. They're the losers. They're the ones eating crates of ding dongs and stuff like that. They're nobodies. And they don't bother me. It's like, oh, okay, I'm up two. Let me see. About an hour from now, I'll be down two. Oh, that's cool. That's cool. I don't care. I don't care. I don't survive on this money. What little comes in. What's up, peeps? Bobby Young, how are you, my friend? Thanks. Thumbs up. I appreciate that, John. Ate lunch at Grandma's Kitchen. Yeah. Yesterday. And club sandwich and fries. Almost $12. And then you charge $2 if you pay with card. Yeah. You got to carry plus a $5 tip. Anywhere up here, I don't know where you guys live, in your state, but here they charge, there's a fee for using your credit card, couple of bucks. It's a 2 or 3%, something like that. Carry cash. Put a couple of 20s in your wallet and pay in cash. It'll save you a few bucks. And I didn't enact the law. I don't even know who did, but I don't think it's fair, because that's the whole idea of having a credit card or a debit card, is not to have to carry cash. So what they're doing is they're causing you to carry cash. Doesn't make a lot of sense to me. Bobby Young, it's EXP up there. Dana says at Wood, pay regular price, get 15% off for locals. That's nice. 15% is very nice for locals. Yeah. Sometimes I forget to use it. I just forget, and then I go, man, I could have saved myself some money. And it's too late. You can't go back in and go, hey, I want my money back. I don't, I think you can, but I don't do that. Oh, I got to take some more water. This watermelon stuff isn't bad. Hint, what's in it? It's infused with watermelon essence, 0 calories. Let's see what else is in there. No fat, no sodium, no carbohydrates, no sugars. Huh. There's really nothing in it. It's water with a watermelon, what is it? Infused watermelon essence. How do they get the essence of watermelon? Maybe they'll come out with one that's low tide, Hint, low tide. Makes you feel like you're home again. Bobby Young, love ya. Jeff Amos, thank you much. I was so shocked today at the coast of how many people. Like I said, there was at least 8 that I can remember off the top. Excuse me. And they were so friendly and so family to me. It was so nice to be able to chit chat and talk and hugs and kisses and pictures. And it was so sweet. Just so nice to meet people like that. That's probably why I do it. I don't know. I don't know. Or as Miss Marie would say, I Nicole, which means I don't know in Tagalog. And I know Ty had said he's one of the family that came by, and they had already eaten at grandmother's kitchen 3 times. Grandmother cooked for the family 3 times. That's so cool. That's so cool. Grandmother, 80 years old, and she'll cook your breakfast. What more could you possibly want? Fed up. It's in Sevierville at the courthouse. Oh, I'll have to check that out. I'll definitely. What date is that supposed to be going on, Fed? No, I haven't found a new cabin location yet. Man, I've come across so many of them. I've only shown you the videos of the ones I think you'd be interested in. There's so many of them just in that area I'm working. And then there's more up this way, which I haven't done yet, but I'll take you around. Like you see across the street, it's not quite high enough for me here. I got to go back in. The closer you get to Pigeon Forge, it's the mountains are a little higher. These are bumps. These are pimples. I need to be a little higher. Mel's you get off for local. Yeah, but I don't go. I don't go to Mel's anymore. You guys can go. I don't have a problem with that. I won't go there. Kraken. Hi, Kraken. How are you? David Fontaine. How are you, David? I got my moderator in the house. How's Mr. David doing? Fed up. The festival is outside with a lot of vendors. So if you're going to take a lawn chair, or cooler, if you plan on hanging around, I've been here. Just usually don't chat. Oh well, thank you. I appreciate that, Fed up. I will. I'll check it out. When is that happening? Is it every day or is it just going on right now? Kraken. It's great seeing you on. Oh, thank you. I appreciate that. It was nice. Tommy 0811. Hi, Jeff. Wanda Williams. Yeah, absolutely sucks to have to pay for convenience or a fee for paying with a card. I agree. That was the whole idea of having a debit card, wasn't it? So you didn't have to carry cash and hope you didn't get robbed, right? Now they're forcing you to put money in your pocket, which I think is so stupid. Doesn't make sense. John says, I would love to be able to come back down there again this weekend. But yeah, gas 429. It's going up here too. I can't see the BP, but they're usually 419. That seems to be the price here. Oh, wait a minute, across the street, 409, but that's with the card. That's with the Exxon card. So I guess it's going to be 10 cents higher. The 20th starts at, oh, thanks much, Fed. It's the 20th, starts at 5 p.m. and the 21st all day. Very good. 20th and 21st. So that's the weekend. Because I'll be going to the Scottish Festival in Townsend the 20th and 21st, Saturday, Sunday. And then what I'll do is, being I got to go right by there, I'll stop in at the courthouse and check that out. And I'll get you 2 videos that day. Teleco Toys, what's up? David says today is Emmy's birthday. Happy birthday, Emmy. Can't believe it's been a year since we celebrated her last one. Yeah, it's amazing how that works. Like 12 months to the day. It's the coincidence of the birthday falling on the same day every year. It's absolutely astronomical. It's like played a lotto that day. Bobby Young gas is 409. I've seen a couple of places 409. Dana 419 at most. Yeah, that's right. Telco gas 405. Bobby Young Walmart, Albany, Mississippi. Bobby Young, Albany, Brandon. One to most places I saw Pigeon Forge gas 409. Yeah, it varied on the station to station. That's a lot of money. Diesel's even more expensive. How do these truckers do it? How Do they manage to get a paycheck? I didn't vote for him, guys. Dana Garden is across from you, 396. I don't see 396. Diesel's 539. That's a lot of money. Oh, okay, you're just in Pigeon Forge. I understand. I'm just being a jerk, David. Calm down. Just being a jerk. Yeah, they grow up quick, don't they? Pigeon Forge, you coming through again, you won't recognize a lot of places. A lot of places are growing. Things are changing. In Chicago, Kraken says it's 489. $5 for all intents and purposes. $5. How are people? How do you do it? People complaining. So what was I talking about? I know I stopped myself. In California, if you have 5 or more apartments, you can vote against your rent. You can say, I want my rent lowered. Imagine that. That's gonna that is going to cause such a nightmare with landlords selling their places, getting rid of them. Now you think about this. I was saying, it's great. You're going, wow, my rent went down. Maybe I could buy this or make that end meet. What are you going to do when the people that are next to you, which may be really good people, move out and they start lowering the rent to under HUD, and then you're going to have a crackhead living next door to you? Is that what you want? You willing to give up your extra 20, 40, $100 or whatever to let a crackhead move next door to you? Or illegal immigrants coming in, living next door to you with 300 people living in one room? Is that what you want? Careful what you ask for. There's always a B side to that. There's always another side to that coin. Carlos saying gas $3.99. That's a good price, really. Teleco says coming up Tuesday. My daughter's getting married. Tell her congratulations. Kraken. Jeff, we don't go anywhere. That's how you save money. You don't go anywhere. And that's not right, because probably you want to do some things, but you have to be careful. I do understand that. It's too bad. I feel for you. I really do. I remember, I would be struggling sometimes as I was much younger that, man, I couldn't find enough money to fill the tank. And gas was, $1.29. It's like, wow, what happened? What the hell? Well, you let a bozo in office. You took the elections personal. That's why. Took them personal. You didn't read the policies, and you weren't paying attention, and you listened to the wackos, and you're getting what you're getting. Now you got 3 more years of this lunacy. Imagine that. 3 more. And I've told you this before. I can't imagine what could get worse, but you know it will. This isn't going to change. I gotta turn that AC on. Yeah. Oh yeah, that feels better. I've got to get through this traffic. I don't have to go to Bargain Barn today, but I do. I'm looking for plastic. I know it sounds stupid. Plastic. What are the words? Plastic vines. Looks like the philodendrons and the crocuses and the hang down ones. I got to replace the ones on the deck because the raccoons beat the living daylights out of the ones that are there. So I got to close the windows. I got to replace them. They look so bad. The raccoons and birds too. I don't know why. It's a chickadee, a brown chickadee, or it could be a titmouse. I'm not sure. And it chews the leaves off the plant and uses it for its nest. I see him do it all the time. I go, "What are you doing?" And he'll tweet and he'll pull a plastic leaf off the plant, and he stripped a bunch of the plants. There's just like the wire and plastic hanging down. I go, I got to go get more of these. And I usually go to Carm or Goodwill or any of these little, what do you call those? Thrift stores. And they usually have them. They're fairly inexpensive. I don't care about the baskets. I usually throw out the baskets, or I bring them back to Carm and let them have them. Or to Goodwill's here, put something else in it and give it to the people. I already have the hang down thingies from the roof. I just need to replace them because they look so bad. This is Sevierville, by the way. You didn't know where we are. This is Sevierville. Heading towards 40. 40's a few miles up ahead. Kodak will be coming up next. Getting the left lane. I never did what I was supposed to do today. It was shampoo the carpets. I've got the shampooer upstairs. I got, oh, I need to go to Ollie's. I got to pick up more shampoo carpet. Carpet shampoo. Shampoo carpet. My brain just became dyslexic again. There's a convention center, the Sevierville Convention Center. Soaky Mountains on your left. I don't know if you can see that or not. Soaky Mountains on your left. John says 429, but still we can't afford to come to 10. No, it's expensive. When you start adding up the round trip from Ohio, what's that, 6.5 hours or so? 13 hours round trip. Then you got to figure you're going to be driving all over the place here. You're going to be dumping $100, $200 just for gas. Then you got to think about food and lodging. So you're going to dump $500 to $800 just to come up here, and that's pretty cheap. If you're going to rent a cabin, forget about it. Or if you're going to rent a really nice hotel room, you're going to be into them for somewhere around $100 a night, maybe 70 or 80, but after taxes, it's $100. Crackin'. We just go to work and come home and stay home. Been there, done that. I still limit my excess driving, though. That I do. Because I'm always looking at the gas gauge like I'm looking now. Finally put high test in it today. It's running much better. I couldn't get high test, what's today, Thursday? It was Friday. And they were out of high test. And I put the medium grade in, and it just made the car run just rough. Just made it run rough. Kraken, it's not going to stop me from coming to Tennessee in the fall. I hope not. Kraken, I hope not, because you know how beautiful it is up here. You know how you feel once you get here. Kind of everything washes away. You know, all the worries and the stress. After about a day, I don't know, does it take about a day? It did me whenever I came up. About a day. The next day when I got up, I was brand new. You know, when I arrived, I was still stressed. This is when I was traveling here. I'd be stressed. I'd get my room, whatever. I'd go out, get a bite to eat. And I get to my room. The first thing I do is jump in the shower, get freshened up and revitalized. And then I'd unpack everything I needed to unpack. And then I'd go out, get a bite to eat. And I felt much better. Much, much better. Dollar General, they're supposed to be stores. I don't know if you heard that or not. Yeah, no, I don't know if it affects us here, but it may affect you guys. You can ask the people. I guess they're just upside down from the pandemic. It's a little mall over here, the flea market mall over here. Not bad. A lot of the same vendors all the time. It's a little mall, and some of the prices are good. Some of them are outrageous. They think that they've discovered a Fabergé egg, and it winds up just being an leftover Easter egg. The Carm is right here. for a clear spot. Angie Sue, been enjoying your cabin videos. Thank you, Angie Sue. I appreciate that. I have fun doing them too because I've discovered so many that I never knew were there, and some that are just now breaking ground. And I go, it's cool, but a little worrisome. And what I worry about is in a few years, will this area still be pretty? You know what I mean? Mountainous and like when you get off I-40 or whichever way you come in, but I-40, you go, I'm in the mountains. And the last thing you want to see is like what do they call those things? um, Old-fashioned photos, old-time photos. I mean, that's the last thing you want to see is like 1,000 of them and 10,000 moonshine places. I mean, after a while, it's just like, all right, I could have drove to Orlando cheaper, and I wouldn't have to come all the way. You got the mountains. I just hope that they realize, the powers that be, that they could ruin this overnight if they let the growth get out of control. If the growth reaches a point where you don't see the mountains anymore, all you see is cabins, then people are going to go, why do I want to come up here? I'm just looking at I'm looking at a cabin, looking at a cabin on a mountain. The whole idea of coming up to the Smoky Mountains is to see the Smoky Mountains, not have to go around the guy's backyard to look at the mountain. So I don't know. And I've said this before, you can't trust the developers. They're scallywags. They're going to rake the land, and then they're going to move to the next mountain range, wherever that is, and sell it, whore it out. They'll prostitute themselves because that's what they do. They're in it to make money. They don't care about what you want to look at. They want to look at their bank account swelling. And believe me, they are. As pricing cabins, and I'm going, holy mackerel. Two bedrooms, 2-bath cabin, $700,000. That's a lot of money. When 7 years ago, you could have picked up that cabin for under 200. Guaranteed. The choice was there. I had so many choices to pick up cabins at that price. And if I would have known, I would have bought a dozen. I didn't. Wasn't paying attention. I was too busy enjoying myself. And then all of a sudden I woke up and I go, what? What? The neighbors are selling it for what? And they sell it. It's not like the pie in the sky. Gone. Sold. It's happening everywhere. They actually have a shortage of homes for sale up here. Absolutely. I get calls all the time from realtors. You want to sell your home? You want to sell? We looked it up and it's worth this and this. I said, no. I'm not interested in selling it. No. I want to buy one, but I'm not going to buy one of these. I'll just build one cheaper. And that's what I was trying to tell you. You can build one cheaper than you can buy the finished ones. And I looked into that, and it's guaranteed. Guaranteed. Price is up here to build one would be around $349 a square foot. You can build one for around $225 a square foot. That's significant savings when you figure you're going to get a home of 1,500 to 2,500 square feet. Just do the math and look at the savings. That's why I've been trying to tell you, if you're thinking about making an investment, forget about the stock market. It's going down every day. You're going to lose. And in Bitcoin, look at 37% loss on Bitcoins. I don't know if any of you are into Bitcoins, but you're taking a hit right now, and there's no end in sight. And they were saying that now a couple of them are on the verge of going bankrupt. Man, that's crazy. There are people that have their entire life savings in Bitcoins, cryptocurrency. It's not even real. You don't hold anything. I know they always show a coin, as a picture. You don't get the coin. You don't get anything. You get a number on a piece of paper. That's too risky for me. If I can't hold it, it isn't in my hands. It's not real. And you just think about how many people, like the people that own these are their stockholders, they'll walk away with, and you know they got cash buried. You know they bought investments and stuff like that. So if anything goes upside down, they're just going to walk away. I think that's insanity. I'm going. Where is my? Oh God, I don't know where it is. Maybe it's in the back. Let me look. I'll just. I don't have my holder. You want? I got to talk. I'm sorry, Angie Sue, John Esper, doing COVID. Everything is shut down. I know. Wayne Cavins, how are you? 433 Gallons, Springfield, Ohio. Quicken. That's why I look forward to your videos. Well, thank you. I appreciate the fact you look forward to it. Like, comment, subscribe when they come on. I haven't seen you once in a while. I don't like the other YouTubers. Thank you. Kraken, you're wonderful. You're wonderful. Rick Surgeon, how are you? I'm doing good today, Rick. Doing okay. Doing all right. I just wish I'd get my voice back. There's just so much pollen in the air. I just went through the car wash. I just washed it, and by the time I get home, there'll be a dust of yellow on the car. Terry Dufresne, hey Jeff, just want to let you know I'm at Ober-Gatlinburg. Yeah, that just got bought, Ober-Gatlinburg. They're supposed to be doing some big things up there. We'll see what happens. Anakisa's also up for sale. Webb's Web, Ralph, how are you? Hey Jeff, Ralph, I still haven't done that. I still haven't done that thing you sent me to do. I'm so sorry. I've been so focused on land and the cabin and all that stuff. I haven't really played on my computer other than to quickly edit a video and then get out of the house real quick. But I promise I will look at it and I will do it. I don't know when, I don't know, but I will. And I thank you for doing what you did. William Smith, Poplarville, 389. Picayune, 399. John Esper. Last time I was down there, the gas cost 80 bucks round trip, and that was when gas was 365. So it's going to be $100. Figure $100. Hotel was 80 during the week, 129 on the weekend. So add that to the top of gas and food. Don't forget food. Marcia Fuller, hi. How are you, Marcia? Thank you for being here. Ohio Nana. Ohio Nana's in the room from Ohio. You can't move. Because then if you went to like Denver, you'd have to be Denver Nana. And you can't do that because your name is Ohio Nana. So you can't leave Ohio. John says 37 miles to the gallon. Yep. Life with mountain folk, formerly Northeast Georgia mountain folk. Hello again. How are you? Good to see you. Carla Vision saying hello. Try not to miss you guys. Dana Garden, hello. Lobby. Or Old Time Pop. Yeah, too expensive. Sloppy Lobby and Sloppy Lobby is a little better, but Old Time Pottery is outrageous. I went there the other day, and for a make-believe plant that was the variegated vine was $29.95 for one. I go, no. The raccoons are going to eat it up in a week or two. I'm not giving you 30 bucks for a raccoon toy. Now, don't say that, Marshall. Don't say never. There are ways to get them. You can do it. You can go tiny house living, just for grins. Almost said a naughty word. Checked into the park models, and they look just like cabins. Just miniaturized, and they're 80 and under, 80,000 and under. That's not bad for a home, completely furnished and all the appliances and everything. You can either move in a park or you can rent a little piece of property, but 80,000 and under for a complete little log cabin. And they're all, just look on YouTube or Google it, tiny log cabins or park model cabins. And you'll see what I mean. They're gorgeous. A little too small for me. But, like Marie says, size isn't everything. And then she chuckles under her breath. I think David got somebody. David, what is it? What's going on, David? Cat Lady Life. And I think that's Mary Mac's cats. Same thing here, but the increase in value means higher taxes and insurance. Just found out yesterday that our county is reassessing Wow, reassessing. That's not a good thing. They just, excuse me, I had to spit. I'm sorry. My sinuses are driving me crazy right now. Um, yeah, they just came out, I want to say a month, maybe a little over that, and they assessed the property, which um, luckily they did not increase the taxes. They did not. Now, they did increase the value of the home, which I'm shocked. Shocked. I won't say what I turned down the other day, but I had a realtor that said, I have a buyer for X amount. And I go, not enough. No, because if they were in a rush to give me what they were offering, I'll just sit back. Because the house itself is going up between 2.8 and 3.8 every month. That's pretty good. I couldn't get that in the stock market a month. That's why I'm telling you, if you can take the plunge, if you can work a way to do it, do it. Even if you get a little piece of property. I can't tell you how much property is going up here. If you can sink some money into it, I guarantee you by the end of the year, you're going to be in the green, or the black as they say. But you're going to be ahead of the game. And if you get a nice piece of property, people are going to be banging on your door to buy it. Nature lover. And what did the person say? What did I say that needed something disrespectful? Too bad I can't read those. Oh wait, I think, can I? Ben says I lie a lot. Do I really, Ben? Do I really? Give me some data on that, Ben. Can you justify that statement? Or is it just BS coming out your mouth? He's got to be a Yitz lover. Tell me about it, Ben. I lie? Really? Can anybody in here say that anything that I've said is a lie? I don't think so. Ben's a crabby old man. Marcia Fool. Troll in the house. Yeah, but David's on it. David is on it. He doesn't put up with that stuff. David's the bomb. Ben, all right, we don't do that here, okay? I tell you the way it is. Now, if you don't like it, back it up with some facts. Call me a liar doesn't mean anything. You can call me an a-hole. You can call me a jerk. I'm cool with that. But a liar, not cool with that. Cat lady. They say that they're going to increase the taxes to current value. Our taxes just went up. Wow, 46% 3 years ago. They're reassessing again. And only been 3 years. Yeah, well, that's what happened. Now, let me ask you. Are you in the city or the county? And I mentioned to you the other day, if you're going to buy property, stay out of the city, or you're going to get city taxes and county taxes. You want to move out into the county. Now, I don't know where you are, what your county taxes are, because when I was in Florida, I was outside the city, but my taxes in the county had gone from, I want to say they were around $1,200 a year. This is going back quite a few years. I'm trying to remember. And by the time I left there, they were over $3,500. And that was one of the reasons why I left Florida too, because I saw the writing on the wall. Taxes were going to be outrageous, a lot like what happened to me in New York, where they went from very low to $15,000, $18,000 a year. Most people can't do that. They can't just dip into their pocket and pull out $15,000, $20,000. Just can't. Rick says used 250 total in gas from Ohio, April 30th and to May 4th. Didn't want to come home. Yeah, I know. I always felt that way too, Rick. Whenever I came here, the last day was kind of a down day to me, like packing up and stuff. It's like, man, if only I could just figure a way not to leave. I understand that. And the way that you solve that problem is solve the problem. Say, I'm going to come up here. I'm going to come somewhere up here in Tennessee. Now, sure, if you're coming here in the Smoky Mountains, you're going to pay a higher premium, but that doesn't mean you can't live outside the Smokies. You can live on the peripheral, and you can get reasonably priced land, and there's no state tax, and you can live very comfortably. Randall, hello Jeffrey and everybody. Hello to you, Randall. Cat lady, our taxes will go up. Be 2 months of our mortgage. Klaus Schwab of the Economic Forum says by 3030 there'll be we will own nothing. It'll all be. Yeah, I understand. It's kind of like the takeover, the overthrow, and I'm sorry about that. I really am. But you got to vote these people out that get into office that are planning this stuff. Let me tell you, if you're voting D, you're going to get screwed every time. I'm an independent. I've told you that. I'm not a wacko right. I'm not a wacko left. I'm a free thinker, and all I know now is the left is out to get you, get your money, take your possessions. They want everything you own, and it'll be a socialist country where you don't own anything. What's yours is mine, and what's mine is mine. That's how they think. 2030, not 3030. That's even closer, isn't it? Barbara, how are you, dear? Web, no problem, Jeff. Hopefully it'll fix things. I think it will, but I have to be dedicated to spending the time to do it. And like I said, the only time I'm going to my computer is to just quickly edit and get back on the phone or get out on the road. Dana Carter, what they have there. Marsh, okay, thanks. Randall Hill, that Maple Motors just put up a video yesterday of 46 Chevy, and it's making me want to go trade in my Camaro, Camry. Why not? I would have to drive that 46 Chevy. We'll do it. I drove a 38 Chevy Master Deluxe and a 39 Chevy Master Deluxe four-door. The coupe was a 38. And this is all at the same time. I had the 38, the 39, 47 Ford Deluxe four-door, a 53 Chevy two-door, and a 46 DeSoto. Drove a different one every day. I didn't pay a hell of a lot of money. They were all in beautiful shape. But I want to enjoy the car. I don't want to put it in a garage and wax it every day. I want to feel it under my butt. I want to feel it. I want to feel what the engine feels like, what the drivetrain, what the smell of it is. That's why I bought them. Teleco says we had a property tax increase and double our wheel tax. Wow. No, Randall, I don't think I have. Now, if I've told you something that may not be 100% accurate, that's not a lie. And I make mistakes. I'm human. I make mistakes, but I'll never out and out lie to you like the other channel does. Nature lover, ignore him, Jeff. Just a miserable, miserable. He's probably got a big old wart right on the tip of his nose with a giant hair sticking out of it. Nope, no lie. Thank you, Carl. Nope, no lie. My lie detector test. Cat lady, I'm in the county, Central Virginia. That should be cheap in Virginia. Can't afford the city. No, that's double what I pay. Yeah, stay out of the cities because you're going to pay for all the amenities. You're going to pay for everything plus stuff you don't even know that you're paying for. Always, before you buy a place, ask those questions. What are the taxes? Is there an HOA? Are the taxes assessed higher? When was the last assessment? Because you may be moving into a place that's ready to be skyrocketing. And the question is, why are you moving out? And if they stutter, they're lying. You know what I mean? And people go, well. What's the real reason? Well, the roof is shot, air conditioning, leaking. They just make this commercial property, or from R1 to R12 or something. So you're gonna have a HUD house next to you. Catley says they're paying for the new buses they got in our county. 2 electric buses, 700,000. There you go. They're saving money. 700 for 2 buses that nobody's riding. How many times do you take the bus? Bus only holds so many people. So they got 2 buses for $700,000. That makes sense to you? No, but that's the new green way, isn't it? Everything electric. Yeah. Watching you usually isn't bad. You do lie Yankee no South fan. Okay. I don't like Yankees. My friend builds a cabin for a living. You're wrong about those prices. No, I'm not. I'm wrong about those prices. I Now that you got your facts ass backwards. You cannot get now. I don't know what part of town you're talking about. Anywhere in the Pigeon Forge, Gatlinburg, and Sevierville area, one bedroom, one bath. Now this is from me looking at. Not that I want one. I'm just comparing prices because that's what I do. One bedroom, one bath, cabin anywhere in this area will be above 400,000. Two bedroom, one bath will be 4 to 500,000. Two bedroom, two bath, 5 and 6, and could be higher depending on the square footage. And listen, you don't have to take my word for it. If you disbelieve what I'm saying, go to Zillow, go to Truly, and type in cabins for sale in Pigeon Forge, Gatlinburg, and Sevierville. Do it yourself. It's very simple to do. You could just hit the three little bars on the left side of your phone, and you could do that while you're watching and listening to me, and you'll see the proof for yourself. You really should know what you're talking about. Watching you really should. Another troll. Bobby Young, you're very vastly outnumbered. Free thinker here, Kathleen. Thank you, Kathleen. Our new governor wanted to suspend our gas tax like other states have, but Dems voted no. Of course they voted no. They can't get their wacko plans. They can't give out free. Everything for free. Don't you understand that if you think it's for free, there is a string attached to it, and you're going to pay for it down the road, like that wonderful stimulus check you got. Everyone's dancing around buying them big screen TVs, dancing around, got my Nikes on, dancing around. Now you can't pay your rent because it just went up 30%. Can't buy gas, can't buy food. You're paying for it. There is no free ride. Oh, I got another one. Love will blank. Let's see. Ah, I can't read it. Oh, that sucks. I really wanted to read it. Randall Troll come back. Yeah, that's, as long as I got David and DJI around here, I never have to worry. I just put a eating the halls because my throat. Northeast Ken, how are you? Oh my God, just hate being in a D state. Yeah, if you're in a D state, change it to a red, or get out of the D state because the horror is just beginning. Calm before the storm, kids. So get there, TP, and truck stop bathroom. Oh God, we got another one. Why are all these trolls coming in today? What's happened with the check run out? Oh, that's right. It's only what, the 15th? Yeah, the free money check ran out. They're miserable. They can't get high. Who are these people? David, who are these people? I don't even recognize their names. They must be Itzmans. Life at Mountain of Trolls are rampant. Yes. Yeah. I know I'm in good hands. David he's earning it now. You're earning that money today, David, aren't you? Rick, love Bennett's Barbecue in Gatlinburg. Yummy brisket. Yeah, they do have yummy brisket. I like the ribs too. Thank you. Life of Mountain Folk. Jeff, know what he is talking about. I, I don't claim to be a know-it-all, although I've had a lot of people say, you're a real dude know-it-all. I share with you the information I glean so that you have that information. And hopefully you learn from it because I'm learning from someone else and their information is always good. And if the wackos don't want to believe it, that tells me that they're not doing their homework. They're listening to the alphabet news networks, the lying left side, and they're getting lies. And then they perpetuate those lies by spreading them to their friends and neighbors. You know what I'm saying? And in between that, they get a sex change and they become trans fluid. They certainly are nothing I can't. I know that, Dave. I know you can. In fact, I think you live for this, don't you? Northeast Ken noticed a dozen Tesla charging stations in a small strip mall around a small coastal town here in Mass. You got to remember, if I'm not against electric vehicles, I know eventually somewhere in our future that will probably be the way. Right now, it's not because it's not really cost effective for you to do that. Think about it. To charge most electric cars is somewhere in the area of 30 to 45 minutes. And that's what a Tesla costs, time wise. They do have some high speed charging, but they're far and few in between. And how many of you would want to be driving, let's say, I'm coming down, from wherever, Ohio, and, oh, I need to charge my car, but I need an hour to do it, minimum of 30 minutes, when you could easily pull up to a gas nozzle and 5 minutes later be back on the road. It's inconvenient for Americans, and Americans don't like to be inconvenienced. You think so, David? It's just one nut job? Probably his Prozac ran out. Maybe his prescription wouldn't be filled. This one over here. I really want to read them though, but I can't. David, can you allow me to read them? Or Dan Weaver, too many people drank the Democrat. Yeah, way too many people. And you know why, Dan? It's because they were promised all this free crap. And you know how most people are. I'm not saying you guys are, but most people, when they hear something for free, they take advantage of it, right? You go to a grocery store, they're offering you free crackers with a piece of meat on it, and a lot of people go up and take that. I would never touch that stuff because I don't know who's touched it, where it's been. It's on a tray, and this smiling old lady is offering it to me. How do I know it's not poison? How do I know there's not something on there that can hurt me? I don't know. I'm not going to take that chance. So these people look for this free stuff, and they go, "Oh wow, look at this, man! We're going to get the free stuff." No, you're not. You're going to pay for it. And then one day you realize that uh, you become indentured to these people that have been giving you this free stuff, and you go, "What happened?" Well, I gave up my freedoms for a free check. I gave up my house for free rent. I gave up everything that I own to have security of knowing they're not going to come and kick the door down and take that. And then eventually they do. They kick down the door and they throw you out. It's written on the wall. Too many people. Yes, that's right. Scott Shaver. Dan Weaver has turned them into Democrats. Oh, how nana. How many charging stations is Pinterest for? There's a few. There's I see more and more being put up. But once again, those usually have 5 charging poles on them. And if you count them out, how many cars are going past me, that's not enough. When you take in consideration the amount of gas stations, the ratio of gas station to charging station is astronomical. There's many, many more gas stations than there are charging stations. Cat Lady says the government can only give you what they take from someone else. I like that. That's very true. Because they can only print money for so long. But they could take your property and give it to someone else or sell it, and then you're done, and someone else thinks they won, they got the golden ring, and then they take it from them. And then everybody loses except the people in the government. Cheryl Keene. They don't have to talk about the lithium battery. No, they don't. You can recycle them. Real good idea. Yeah. You can't recycle them. Where you put them? Bury them in the ground. Oh, great. Contaminate the ground with lithium. That's always good. And we have to buy the lithium from other countries because there's not a lot of it here in America. And all they have to do is, if they were smart, because it's third world countries, all they have to do is jack up the price of lithium, and then you can't afford an electric car. So now you can't afford gas, and then you can't afford the electric car. It's a game. There's so much pollen in the air. I can't believe it. Yeah, you know, it's not that I dip into some ancient well of wisdom and pull this out for you. I just read a lot. And I knew when they first came out with this stupid idea of stimulus checks and going, we're going to pay big time for this. I remember saying that on one of my live shows because it's just common sense. The government doesn't give anything away for free. They always stick it to you in the back, right? They shake your hands and they stab you in the back. If you don't, if you haven't figured that out, you really are a fool. Darlene, you gave up a warranty deed for a promissory note. Yeah, yeah, that's what happens. Well, look what happened with money, right? When you look at the paper money in your pocket, it's no longer backed by gold or silver. It's backed by a promise. Well, I've been promised a lot of things from the government, and they don't deliver. All they got to do is call those notes in. It says they can call those notes in at any time. I don't know. I don't know where the end is. Randall Hill says, I have to keep my RC or LiPo batteries in an old ammo can in case one of them decides. Yeah, because they are prone to exploding. Very true. All about the Smokies. Bob, how are you? Jeff, hope you're having a great day. Yes, I am. Thank you for asking, Mr. Bob. Mr. Bob. I saw your pancake review the other day, and Bob and Miranda went to, where was that they went to? Oh, I can't remember. Oh, I think it was Skyliner Diner, right? Skyliner Diner? I'm guessing at that. Correct me if I'm wrong. Excuse me. And Miranda had good French toast, and let me tell you, it did look good. Your pancake looked like a pancake, Bob. I'm sorry. I know that you're the pancake connoisseur of the planet, basically. I know no one else who loves pancakes more than you do, and it didn't look really good to me. Like it just looked. It didn't have the edges, kind of like you liked. I like the edges a little brown, a little crunchy, and it didn't. And I would have been depressed by that. But French toast or a waffle is always a good substitute when you're depressed. Not too much syrup, though. I'm not a syrup fan. However, I will put butter on a waffle and on French toast. Um, Maybe a little syrup, but if it's done right, I just like the egg on the French toast. I just like that taste. But if you haven't checked it out, all about the Smokies, check out Bob and the whole family. He's got a great channel, and he's the most truthful person I've ever known. That when he gives a food review, it's either good or it's bad. He's not going to pull the punches. And one thing I have noticed, over time, you've become more um, easier with telling how if you had a bad experience. Because I remember when you first started doing, I know you hated to do that, but I think it was um, important that you did because there's so many food reviewers out there. They rave it's the best they've ever had, and it's like, wait a minute, the last video was the best you ever had, and the video before that was the best. Which one is the best? There is no best. It's a matter of taste. But Bob goes by his taste and his likes, and if he doesn't like it, he tells you. He just tells you, I don't like it. It wasn't what I thought, or I expected more. And he's very kind to them, which me, I wouldn't be kind if I'm paying 30, $40 for I forget how much you paid. Was it $11.99 or $12.99 for pancakes? Son of a gun. If I'm paying that kind of money, $13, let's say, for pancakes, they better be the best darn pancakes I've ever had. Because it's a pancake. It's a pancake. What the heck is going on here? Flour and water. And they have the nerve to charge you $13 for that. And that was with, correct me if I'm wrong, Bob, it had no sides. You had to buy bacon as a side. What happened to you used to get a couple of eggs, pancake, and bacon, right? And you got that for maybe $8, $9, $10, and all right, that's good. I'm full. No, you had to spend more money to get 2 pieces of bacon. And they didn't look all that good to me, the pieces of bacon. I like thick cut bacon that's hickory smoked or a applewood bacon. That I like. And it didn't look like that to me. And I forget what you said. How much was it, like $5 for 2 pieces of bacon? I can go out and hit a pig on the side of the road and take it home and have a whole lot of bacon and already tenderized. Williams for 10 acres and a horse and buggy. I'd love that. Scott, I knew when they stole the election, they were headed for bad times. Yep. Because I knew when they did that, that they knew they could get away with anything. At that point, no one was going to call them to the carpet. No one was going to stand up to them because they had everybody scared. And that's what they do. It's scare tactics. Let me tell you something. Cupcakes are the weakest animal on the food chain. They bark a lot, but they don't bite. And what you got to do is remember that when this next time comes around, they're just, remember what I said? Barking dogs. That's what they are. They're mongrels. They make a lot of noise, but once you separate one from the group, you can easily negotiate and win the argument. Because when they get in that crowd mentality, they're all yelling loud, yelling loud like a bunch of birds screaming crows. But when you hear one, it's like, yeah, shut up. The cupcakes. You always got to, you don't have to worry about them. You just have to be on guard and realize that these people have nothing but evil in their hearts. There is nothing sacred. There is nothing loving. Nothing. Nothing good. They have nothing. Now, I'm not talking about regular Democrats, all right? Hopefully you can separate that from my rant. There are good Democrats out there and who think clearly and logically. I'm talking the wacko left. But they all have a D on their card. They're not third party. They're just wackos. And you've got to be warned that these people will do you and your family harm if it means they can make money at it. Paul Cullen, my first ever subscriber. I have eaten dinner now. Okay, I'll be back. Thanks, Paul. Hopefully it's something good. Bob saying, hello, Rob. Cat Lakes, I heard the other day there's only enough lithium for 42 years, lest we go green. Oh, green? They always do that, don't they? Don't they, Cat? Like they said, the end of the world is in 12 years. All right. So with that thought in mind, I'll only get a mortgage for 12 years if I'm going to buy a house. If I'm going to get a mortgage, I'll just get one for 12 years because right after that, I don't have to worry about that, right? Or get a car loan for 12 years, which is incredibly long. And then now, they're going, oh no, it's only enough lithium. They always look for the doom and the gloom, the depressing, and the downside of everything instead of being up tempo and saying, look, we work through this. We're humans. We always work through this stuff. We're not stupid. Well, we're not all stupid, but some of them are. You know what I mean? Let's see who's else. I'm going to try to catch up. Sunliner Diner, correct. Okay. Check out Bob's video because he entertains me because I could tell that he takes it really personal, and he tries to be so kind when he's giving the review. And Bob, I think you should let your claws out, let your teeth show a little bit, which you do sometimes. You work too hard for your money. We all do. And the last thing you want is get an average or below average meal and go, man, I just dumped, $50 down here. And then you got to figure the tip. And if you're using a credit card, you got to do that 2 or 3%. And it's like, wow, I just really got taken advantage of. And nobody should be taken advantage of. $10.99, no sides for pancakes. Am I correct on that? $10.99, $11. Don't fool people by the 99 at gas. I can't believe they still do that with gas. 99. It's $1. Right? A penny means nothing today. It really does. Oh, I got gas at 418. It was 419 up the street. It's a penny. I've got a whole. There's under this seat. There's got to be 100 pennies. What is free? Nothing is free. Only your soul, your spirit, and the fact that we allegedly are free here in America. Allegedly. Joshy and Stacy, hey, hey, hey. How are you guys? I'm still hoarse. I can't believe it. Scott says, Jeff, my wife and I visited Goats on the Roof. You talked about we loved it, shopped, and fed the goats. Excellent, wonderful place. Everyone was so kind. Thanks for sharing the place. No, no problem. I want everybody to go to the Goat Coaster. And do remember, please, it helps us out a lot. When you go in there, say you heard Jeff and Marie, you heard Vacation Station TV recommend the place. That not that it gets me anything, it just it's good PR for the station, for the channel. Still talking radio when I say station. Sorry. Ken, I think free is most misconceived words. Yeah, it is. Yeah, yeah. Just like racist is one of those words that's way too overused. Government get for free. There's taxpayer in the background paying for it. Yeah, somebody pays for the free stuff. You know, when you get if you got kids and you get free kindergarten, free K training for your kid, somebody paid for it. Teacher's not working for free, so somebody's getting taxed. The left is out taking money and it's handing to the right. Bobby Joyce says, I haven't had a bad meal in Pigeon Forge except for a local goat. Tried it twice, both times. I can tell you, I've been there and I'm not impressed. When they first opened, I had their burger. It was a good burger. That's about it. Good. It was just piled high full of stuff. But everybody goes into, hey, that was the best I have ever had. I want my last meal to be as good as that one. You know? No, you don't. No, you don't. Trying to catch up. Bob says, yes, sometimes I wonder if I'm bad with money when I go to these places. No, you want you want to eat. You want to be catered to because that's what it's all about. When you come up here, you want to have that experience, the experience of good dining, good meal, good atmosphere, and you don't mind paying a couple of bucks. But when you don't get the food you want, and everything else is average at best, including the weight, the staff. But lately, the wait staff is getting better. But there for a while was I wouldn't go anywhere. Just wouldn't go anywhere because the people that they hired are not meant to be waiters or waitresses. They're just not meant to be in the restaurant industry. Oh, my sinuses are running now. Dave got yeah, they are a little overpriced, and I think Bob agrees. I think Miranda too, little overpriced. Last time we were there, which wasn't that long ago, it was overpriced, and I didn't get anything exorbitant. I think I got bacon and eggs. It was a breakfast, and I wasn't impressed. It's like okay, that's it, and I forget how much I paid, but it was too much, too much. DJI, sorry, missed on the action. Been driving. I finally got guys. Good job, David. Yeah, David's on it, man. DJI, we had a whole. I don't know if we have many more. We had a whole bunch of troll activity. I don't know if it's one troll or not, but definitely some troll activity. But maybe his Prozac kicked in, his Thorazine pit kicked in, or whatever. Joshy Stacy saying, hey, Gary. Saying hello to Ralph. Ah, Joshy says it right there. You're bad with money, Bob. That's it. He's throwing $100 bills out the car window as he's driving up here. That's how crazy he is. He's just a crazy guy. DJ, went to Hot Springs, Arkansas. Never been there. Bob says, hey, Josh, you're right. I went into your store. Oh, man, SmackDown. It's time for the SmackDown loser leaves town. Josh used to hit me where it hurts, Bob. I think, yeah, I think we should all get in line. All about the Smokies. JK Josh, just what? It went out. That's what I think of. If you actually think that, brother. Well, yes, I know. I figured that out. Tara Dalmatian shaver. That's interesting. We fed the goats at the goats on the roof. That was fun. Tara, I'm glad you had fun. It is always fun to feed the goats. It's mindless. It's entertaining. It's just feeding a cute little goat and you get entertained by that. And what the first cup is $3, and then $1 if you want a refill. Wow. And you could, that cup is a pretty good sized cup of food, and they love it, and you love it too. Everyone does. Dana, thanks for being here. Appreciate it. I know you're kidding. Who cares what everyone else thinks? I give them something to talk. Yeah, that's right. You do. Jeff, I am about to hit 20,000 views on the channel. Excellent, DJ. Isn't that cool? Isn't that a good feeling? Teddy Sasquatch. I love Sevier County, but I always check out health grades before I eat a place, and you should. You really should. Because some of these so-called higher-end restaurants aren't as clean as you think they are. Maybe the dining room looks real good. And did you know that you can? All you have to do is ask the people at the front or the manager, I want to take a walk through the kitchen with you. You can't go by yourself because of hazards, but they have to allow you into the kitchen. And you can walk around and you could then look around, see if you see meat on the counter or a bloody knife just sitting there or a cigarette stomped out into your pancake. I didn't know I got chocolate chips. That's not a chocolate chip. It's a cigarette butt. Tom L. Following the people's convoy. You would fit right in. Yeah. No, that's not true. You got me wrong. You see, that just goes to show you don't know what you're talking about. You following the people's convoy. No. Obviously, you're a lefty. Um, I don't follow socialism, and obviously you do. And obviously you want everything you own taken away from you. You want to be taxed into submission. Obviously you want to say yes to everything, kiss every butt, and kiss every ring when it comes your way, because there's your future, my friend. There is your future. You won't be happy till you're all wearing gray, right? And marching to a step of Achtung, right? You're not going to be happy. And then what are you going to do? Where are you going to go then? Oh, I'm going to move to California. I'm going to move to California. Oh my God. Oh my God. Yeah, look what's happening there. Yeah, smart moves there, huh? Give everybody free drugs and a place to shoot up. Look what happened. It doubled and almost quadrupled the amount of addicts that are on the street. They go, oh no, what'll happen is, man, if you give them free drugs, man, only the smart people won't take it, and only the dumb people will. Well, what happens when a smart person gets into a financial or emotional bind, and they know all they got to do is go down the street and they can wash their worries away, right? Just stick that needle in your arm and the worries will be gone. Nope, nope, nope. Oh, used to raise Dalmatians. I kind of figured that. Oh, you're looking at the front of Carm. I was supposed to be in there, but I got talking with you guys. I got to pick up plants if they have them here. Sometimes they do, sometimes they don't. And it's already too late to go to the Goodwills and stuff. They're already shut down. Definitely started too late today. Definitely started too late. NDT, how are you? NDT show, Low Vacation Station TV. No problem. Tom L., you're totally wrong. I'm a conservative. Then why were you trying to say that I follow the Trump train? Because I don't. I don't follow anybody's train. I walk to my own step, to my own beat. I beat my own drum. I'm a free thinker, and I'm smart enough to know right from wrong, stupid from not stupid. Now, if you want to correct yourself and say that what you are and what you believe in, I'm listening, I'm watching. But anybody, any of the cupcakes that come on here, I know that they've already drank it. They've got the hallucinogenic Kool-Aid. Absolutely stupid stuff going on. Helicopters going by. A lot of tourists in town. Scott Shaver, Tom. Jeff would be great on Fox. No. I don't need. I did news for a living. I was news director, and I did all this stuff. I'm just a guy speaking my mind and telling you how I feel, not how you should think or anything. I'm just telling you how I feel. And I feel we're in for a world of crap. Tom Mel, you're way off. People's Convoy is all about preserving freedom. I understand where you're going with that, Tom. But I don't want to be lumped into and please don't take this wrong, everybody, the MAGA crowd. I'm smarter than that to follow the mob mentality, and so should all of you. Not become a mob, because mobs are mobs. They tend to get out of control. What you've got to do is be smarter than the guy you don't want to be thinking like. And you've got to be able to know when to pull back or when to move forward. And one thing I found that the wacko left, they don't like to be confronted with the truth or the facts. And they like to spew the poison that they've been sharing with each other. But once you lay out the facts and you know that they're true, then you walk away. You don't get into an argument with these people, because that's what they live for. They're bitter, miserable troglodytes. They don't have a meaning of life. All they know is the louder, the better. And that's not truth. That's just loud. Doesn't mean you're right. It just means you're louder than me or the other guy. That's not truth. And that's okay, Joshy. You could be part of the MAGA crowd. I just think differently. But at least you're on the side that is not the wacko left. Because if you were, I'd call you to carpet on that. And notice we don't get a lot of socialists on this channel. And that they're smart, because they wouldn't make it very far. Because I know David would X them out, because that's not the way we think here. We're not going to let that poison enter the veins of these people. There's plenty of platforms that you can spew your venom. Not on my channel. You have a right to an opinion, and if it's an intelligent opinion, I'm listening, and I'll read it. But if it's the nonsense that comes out of the wacko's mouth, I'm not interested. And neither are the other people listening. Yeah, American, absolutely. Absolutely. I don't have not one scintilla of socialism in my mind. I don't subscribe to that. If I earned it, it's mine. It's not yours. And I know Joshy feels that way. You work hard for a living, you're not going to give it away, right? I'm sure all of you think that way. If it's yours, why would you give it away? What's the incentive for working? Right? Just look at the countries that are socialist. Doctors hate where they are, because they've spent years becoming doctors. And then what happens is they get paid what a ditch digger gets paid. And that's nonsense. Why? What's the incentive for going to school? You say, oh, because I want to help people. No, you want to help people, but you also want a better way of life. No, it never has. Name one country that is socialist that is successful. You can't. There isn't one. In theory, in book, it makes sense. But people don't look at it in black and white. People want things. People want possessions, no matter where they are in the world. They want things. And if you have a dozen eggs, you don't want to give half of that away to the guy next to you. Especially if that guy next to you doesn't do anything at all. That guy just sits on his ass and gets high all day. and he's going to take half your eggs while you go to work all day. No, but that's how socialism is. You share. It's communism light. That's all it is. And you should, Dan says, I fly the American flag with pride. Make Dems are making it hard. Yeah, I know it is. And I don't think that's right. I think you should be able to, you know, I knew that would have been a problem when communities, let's just use, for example, these cabin communities, and they have an HOA. You can't fly an American flag, but you can fly a BLM flag because that's political. Interesting, isn't it? You can fly anything but an American flag. And I got a problem with that. Yeah, Emmy, it is. It's so much easier. Tolkien, I like that one. Easily spend other people's money, of course. Of course it is. Because you didn't work for it. You have no skin in the game. You didn't sweat for that. It's just taken or handed to you from someone else. Not fair. Ohio Nana says, work 54 years for what I have. Hands off. I don't blame you. Nana, I don't blame you at all. You worked hard and you can probably remember every hour you worked. Teddy Sasquatch, amen. Loggy doggy. You tell him, brother. Thank you, Loggy. Vietnam flag is flying proud. Yeah. I got a real problem when they tell you can't fly the American flag. This is America, the last time I looked. And we should be able to fly that anywhere at any time. I don't want to see your other flags. I don't want to see your gay pride flags. I could care less. It's not my thing. But I could care less that you want to fly that flag because that doesn't mean anything. American flag means people died for that flag to keep us being able to ride up and down this road without having tanks on both sides of the road and machine guns. Your flag that you want to wave means nothing. It just means you have an affiliation. It has no power. Maybe in your mind it does, but it does nothing for me. I'm not a Peter Puffer, so I don't want to fly your flag. I don't want to condone Peter puffing. All right, but it's your right to do it because I'm American and that is part of our rights. Free speech. You have that right, but not free speech to tell me I can't have free speech. That's where you're wrong. When you say you can't fly that flag, but I can fly this flag. No, you're wrong because I can fly it and you can fly yours. Mine means more to me than yours. No, that's in my mind. That's not your mind, but that's my mind. And I would think if you're American, you have the right to fly whatever. Not that I agree with it. You can fly whatever flag. You go to another country. It's funny I say that because I'm looking at 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 American flags to my left. And it's at this RV place. Flying and proud. I can't read the name. Something trading post. I don't see a BLM up there. I don't see gay pride. I don't see transsexuals unite. I don't see that because I don't care. I wouldn't even look at it. But you have the right to fly. That I'll give you. You got the right to fly. That's what makes America great. You go to another country, go to Russia. See if you can fly the gay pride flag. See how far that gets you, friend. It's going to get you to the gulag, and your butt's going to be so sore that Bactine won't take that pain away. Emmy, I'm still working to pay on my own way. Good for you. Spaceman Dudley. Only fly 2 flags, the American flag, and don't tread on me. Okay, I'm cool with that. Cheryl King, I spend my money on property. It's mine. Nobody tells me what to fly. I agree with you, and nobody should. That's why I'm really against HOAs and communities like that. Like I said, one of the reasons why Miss Marie wants to go to a gated community, she's tired of looking out the window and seeing people pass our cabin on the road, our driveway, and going by and pointing out our place. And that's a little creepy. It's a little on the creepy side, and it happens more often now than it doesn't. And I worry for her. I don't worry for me. I'm locked and loaded. But I worry for her. Excellent, Loggy. Said he put an American flag in his front yard a few months ago. Now there are 7 on my street. I love it. Yes, and you know what happened was a lot of people became afraid. They became afraid when this guy got in office, and the wacko left. Man, they don't want to see that flag flying. It's kind of like garlic to a vampire. You know, it makes them their skin crawl, and I think it a million flags or more should be made somewhere, like somebody who's a real patriot, and start handing them out with the contingency that they must be flown or waved in the yard that they're given to. And you want to see what real patriotism is about. People would then stand up tall and say, I am American, what are you going to do about it? And you'll see where the truth really is, and you'll see the cupcakes running for the shadows and slithering back to the holes they crawled out of. Gary the Cable Guy. Wow, I'm realizing how much I missed your live chats. Well, thank you so much. Gary, I appreciate that. I speak my mind, and it used to get me in a lot of trouble. Now it just gets subscribers unsubscribing. Or trolls. The Yitz trolls. Emmy, pissing me off when I left the American flag. Yeah, racist. How is it racist? How is that American flag racist? Yeah, I understand things went on during the Civil War and pre-Civil War. I understand that stuff went on all over the world. Hey, listen, Sparky, let me tell you, there's still a lot of slavery in this world. Maybe not here, but all over the world, people of every color are put into slavery every day. I don't see you shedding a tear for them. All you want to do is make a lot of noise. Not you, but you know what I'm talking about. The people that say those things. They don't even know their history. They don't even know that there are people who are indentured into slavery, which was far worse than what we did here. Far worse. Nobody seems to care, right? Spaceman. It's good to see you, Spaceman. It really is. I'm for people coming to this country legal, the way not just being border hops. Absolutely. Do it legal. My wife came into this country legally, even though it was in a FedEx box. But she had a gallon of water and a box of saltine crackers. She made it here, no problem. Legal. What part of legal don't they understand in illegal? But the borders are open. 2 million people are in here. And I see them here. Not that they're bad people. A lot of them are good people just looking to get out of the horror they're in. Do it legally. Do it legally. That's how you get in and you stay. What do you think is going to happen when everything gets turned around? What's going to happen to these poor people that are just trying to make a living? And I'm sure there's bad ones in there. There's no doubt in my mind. There's bad people that came in, but there are also good families that came in. And I've run into a lot of them. And I could tell they're just trying to make things work. They're trying to get a piece of the dream. What's going to happen when all this stuff turns around and they start collecting these people and shipping them back? What heartbreak is that? It just wasn't done right. It wasn't done right because nobody wanted to do it right. They just wanted to kick open the gates and let everybody in. You can't do that because that's when you let the fox in the hen house. And that's what they're doing. We're the hen house and they're letting the foxes in. Not all of them. Go to the chopper. Dan, just about everyone on my street flies the American flag, and during the election, nothing but Trump signs. And I have no problem with that because I saw a man who truly is convicted to the betterment of this country. And I hadn't seen that in a long time. Every president prior that I could remember in my lifetime and now after him has not your interest at all in mind. Not at all. At least one did stand up. They didn't always agree with a lot of the stuff he said because some of the stuff did backfire. But at least he was looking in the right direction. Spaceman says, I'm still from the South and Southern culture. I've got no problem with that. can't say what I want to say. All right, I'll just leave it at that. Yes, I do. Spaceman is a great partner. Best, best move I ever made in my life. And even though FedEx charged me a lot, it was the best move I ever made. I actually have people go, she was really a mail order bride? No, it's just me joking around. But yes, she's the absolute blessing in my life. And every day I thank God for that, that she's in my life. Because if she wasn't, I don't know what road I would have gone down. I don't know. I don't know. I don't want to find out. Tom L. Sorry, Jeff. No, don't. Tom, it's okay to disagree with me. And it's okay for me to disagree with you. It's the fact we can do that intelligently. And I'm sorry if I misunderstood you and vice versa. He said, we got off on the wrong foot. I totally agree with all your stuff. People's Convoy went to D.C., Sacramento to fight the bill, allow mothers to kill newborns for 4 weeks. And I am so dead against that. I and I think most people on here, and I think you'll agree, Tom, a baby is a baby whether it's in the mommy or not in the mommy. It's a life. It is a gift from God. It is a special moment. It is the spark of life. At the moment of conception, it is the spark of life. And who are we to think that you can put that spark out, that you can extinguish that spark? What in the world would you be thinking? I've heard all the stories. Oh, I can't afford the baby. Oh, it had the baby daddy mama, the turkey baby, turkey daddy is gone. Honey, you should have closed your legs. If you keep your legs closed, you wouldn't have 15 babies on welfare and you collecting the fat check. I don't want, and that doesn't, and I'm not talking color here. I'm talking in general, all colors, because all colors are involved in this welfare scheme. And I have met, and I'm not going to say where, and it is in this area, a white lady, a very large white lady. And this person admitted to me, I've got to have more babies because the checks aren't covering my way of life. And I looked at her, and she's all tatted up and pierced up, and nothing but problems with her kids, nothing but problems with the kids. In fact, many of the kids were pawned off on the poor grandparents while she's out banging everything in town to get pregnant so she can get another check. And that bothers me. And what also bothers me is the ones that say, I can't afford the baby, I don't know what I'm going to do. Take it out of me. How do you live with yourself? How could you possibly sleep at night knowing you snuffed out a human's life with a flippant decision? I can't even speak because my nose is so stuffed. A decision that you make over a glass of wine or whatever. Just get rid of it. Call my boyfriend up, tell him I'm not busy tomorrow night. Maybe a little sore, but I'm not busy. Keep your legs closed, sweetheart. Stop having babies. Stop milking our government so you can have a better way of life, and stop killing baby children. That you'll pay for that. I guarantee it. You'll pay for it. Not here, but you will pay for it. You'll be answering, why did you kill that baby? And I hope that those people that have done that, now I'm not talking about rape, but even then I got a problem with that. It's still a baby. But you know what I mean? It's still a baby. That baby has no decision. It's crying out, don't kill me. I'll be a good little boy, a good little girl. I promise I'll make you proud or whatever. Instead, you know what I mean? They just wipe it from their lives. And that's insanity. That's why this world is so effed up. Because we don't put life first. We don't put even ourselves, our families, our friends, our neighbors. We're always so busy, me, and only me. I don't care about you. Bleed on the street. I'll step over you. I'll pick your pocket while I'm doing it. That's the attitude of today's world. And I got a real problem with that. A real problem. A life is a life. And you don't have the right. Because all you have to do is go back in time to when you were in your mom's belly. And what happens if she extinguished you from this world? You wouldn't be here. You'd be in a garbage pail, going out to the garbage at the end of the day, or burn, whatever they do with it. Just wrong. Just blatantly wrong. Life is precious. Would you any sooner, if you have children right now, if you're out there and you're listening and you have a child, would you put a gun to its head because you didn't want it anymore? Would you do that? It's the same thing, isn't it? Because you don't like little Johnny? Maybe Johnny's a troubled kid. Maybe he's special or something. Would you put a gun to that kid's head because you don't want it anymore? No. Would you? No, I know you wouldn't. Because when you see your children, you love them. They're special. They're sparks in your life. There's something magical about that. But yet you will wipe it from the face of the earth because you don't want to be inconvenienced. Oh, it wasn't my plan in life. Well, sorry, Sparky. Plans change. You know? Once again, if you kept your legs closed, you wouldn't have that problem. I don't want to hear, well, my birth control didn't work. No, your knees didn't work. That's the problem. Put the pill between your knees. It works better that way. I don't want to hear your sob stories. Now, granted, if you're raped, there's an emotional issue there. But even then, it's still a life. Right? I don't know what the comments are. I'm sure they're not good. Just showed pallets of baby formula on the border for illegals. But American babies drink, yeah. Good luck finding. Yeah, I know. In fact, there's a shortage on that. Philip, hello. Amen, Jeff. Damn true. Just keep the damn legs closed. Yeah, that's all you got to do. I mean, is it that hard? Well, let me rephrase that. It's the way I said it. Is it? Is it that hard? Is it that hard? You know, it's like, what is this thing called love? What is this thing called love? I mean, it's the way you say it, intonation. But, I mean, girls, is it that hard to say no? I mean, what are you, a slut? What are you, selling it? What are your legs open all the time? Oh, but I loves him. No, you think you love him. He's infatuated with a piece of your body. Oh no, but I loves him. No, you don't. If you did, you wouldn't give him a baby that he's not going to take care of. What's the percent? I don't remember the percentage. How many dads run when they find out their girlfriends are pregnant? White, black, brown, yellow, doesn't matter. I'm not being racist here. I'm being a humanist. No return address. Can't stand that people think I won't work and get a check every month. I've worked. Yeah, I have to. Since 13, I've worked since I was 13 years old. Darling, my sincere appreciation, sir. You somehow have managed to remain in faith until a truly grounded American citizen with all the chaos. Thank you for your individual thoughts. No, thank you for listening, Darlene. I appreciate your comments. I mean, I know what I say doesn't sit well with everybody, but I think I'm thinking in a right frame of mind here. I'm not asking for anything that any other normal person wouldn't want. You know what I mean? I want freedom. I want to be able to come and go as I please. I don't want to have to show me your papers. I don't want to do that. I don't want to go down that road. And I can tell you, once you go down that road, there's no way back. That's a one-way street. And if you let that happen, there's no way to get it back. Once you put the evil in power, you can't get rid of the evil. Evil is insidious. It's like rust, it never sleeps. We get tired, the good get tired, the The spiritual get tired, but evil never, ever sleeps. It's always plotting and planning. It's always rapping at the windows and tapping at your door. Always. And you have to be smart enough to discern that. Because evil comes in many shapes and sizes and sometimes extremely beautiful. It's not horns and a pitchfork and a tail. Evil can be beautiful. A woman who's beautiful, believe me, I know, can be beautiful. Not mine currently. It can be beautiful and can be the most disgusting, evil thing that darkness has ever spewed out of its butt. Evil comes in many forms. And sometimes it's small little things that you kind of just maybe tilt your head and go, wonder what they meant by that. It's evil. It's darkness. Follow me? I'm pontificating. Me and him in Tennessee, how are you guys? Was adopted myself and have always been so very grateful my biological mother decided to go through with a difficult experience in order that I could have a life. Absolutely. I wish I could have known her. Yep. There. I bet she wrestled with that countless sleepless hours and tears, but made what she thought was the right decision. And you would not be here chatting with me right now, and you wouldn't have the life you have, or I don't know if you have kids or not. And that would have been extinguished. It would have been smited from the planet. And every day, how many thousands of women get abortions? Killing a baby. No. Randall Hill. My nephew and his wife tried to have a baby. They spent a lot of money trying different medical procedures and haven't worked. And they would love to adopt these babies. Yes, I'm sure they would. And excuse me. Excuse me. I got to spit it out because I can't speak if I don't. What has happened is the wackos don't make it easy for you to get these babies that have been abandoned. They should make it easy enough. Well, of course, you've got to go through a screening process, but they should make it easier once they've figured out you're okay, everything is cool. You're not going to sell them into slavery or something. That okay, they should make it easy and just get that baby into your arms as soon as possible, so it imprints on you. Yes, I'm aware of that. Thanks, Bob, for coming. And I got to go too. Man, I've been gabbing, and the store's going to shut down. I'm never going to get my plants. Hope you all enjoyed. If you have comments, you can always comment after this show, and let me know what you think. Okay, you can always email me, or you can text me, and let me know what you think. Hopefully, it was enjoyable, and hopefully we got a lot of good information out of this, and hopefully you'll come back if you enjoyed it. Like, comment, subscribe, and of course, we will do it again very, very soon. Thanks for joining me today, all of you. David, DJI, thank you for being there. Couldn't have done it without you. Love you, mean it. And I'll talk to you soon. Bye, all.